Hi everyone. So today's pick a card is about how you can restore hope into your lives again, or attract more hope into your life. So I'd ask you to take 3 deep breaths, breathe out through your mouth, and choose the pile you are most intuitively attracted to. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and that's pile 3. So let's begin. So pile 1. Let's see how you can instill more hope into your lives. I instantly am receiving the messages that you guys are too focused on your fear of the unknown. You have some knowledge of or information about your future steps, but not enough to take the step that you wish to take, and that's why you are stuck. You could be someone who is a perfectionist and really, plans on doing things in a regular or an organized manner and not going with the flow, very rigid in that sense. Pre-planned, which is definitely good, but somehow it's restricting your growth and hope right now. And as I'm saying this is the card that comes, which is the moon. It's all about confusion. So wow. Okay. I straight up can see there's a lot of confusion, especially in terms of, and this confusion is actually being created because you are quite over driven by your emotions as of now, and you are not able to see, what is ahead through your cognitive brain, but your intuition is really high right now. So I feel like you are finding that, hurdle really difficult to cross and actually trust your intuition. It's probably something you have done easily at times when you're happier, when there are newer beginnings, in the sense that something has started and it's fresh, but when it's ending and it's renewing, which is like rebirth, which is actually a stage of being totally in the unknown, totally in the dark of things. That's probably when you haven't really trusted your intuition or even practiced trusting your intuition. Whereas I can definitely see that your intuition is definitely on point right now, and it is deeply, as it is, it's deeply connected to our emotions. But right, even as of now, your emotions are definitely guiding you towards something that really flourishes you emotionally, mentally, physically, in all sorts of ways. Like, it nourishes you completely. It's like a new beginning, and yeah, you're taking your time to getting acquainted with this and trusting your intuition, which is actually is what going to give you hope. Because I can especially I feel like, I strongly feel that this pile is either wishing to travel or wanting to relocate, and you feel, I mean, this relocation or this travel in itself is going to bring you new ideas, especially in terms of where, like, it's these new ideas are very much aligned to what your purpose is in life. It's deeply divinely, definitely guided and even guarded. So, and you guys have been waiting for really, 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 really long. I can feel that. And you have built something already and you're wanting to expand. It's very, the new place that probably you are looking into, or the place you wish to travel, is very scenic, is what I feel. Quite close to nature, and this is what, or and an environment like this is what drives you, really drives your creativity. It helps you become more, energetic and passionate even about life. So I think this travel is what is going to instill a new rush of hope within you. And it seems like it could be a travel outside of the country you live in, not within the country even, or definitely a place that's nearby a water body, near to the beach or a coastal area. And I feel like you guys have this, the intuition being not, tended to, is because of the confusion that you feel it is, your dreams are not protected or your future is not protected, but that's not the case. Like, sincerely, source or spirit or whoever you believe in wants you to know that your dreams, your wishes, your emotional energy attached to your dreams and your life is all divinely protected. It's being handed over to you right now. And with this, disclaimer, are you ready to, believe in the unknown? Take that leap of faith, trust in yourself. Know that this expansion that you've been looking for, the expansion in your career, is what I'm getting strongly, which comes in the form of, expanding worldwide or globally. And it's very much possible, but it will ask you to take steps that you are apprehensive about, some things that you haven't done before in your life. This could be in terms of making new relationships, connecting with new people, taking decisions you have never taken, leaving things behind that you haven't left before or had the courage to do before. But you are you are being granted a lot of things right now, like your guides, the universe, anything that you believe in, all of those energies are specifically closely working with you. They are actually bringing you peace by offering you all the things that you need. And I know, definitely, like I said, the rebirth part, because there's a cycle that's ending for you, and that is why this gap between the ending and the beginning is a bit frightening, because you don't know fully, or full well, you do not have the entire plan as to what you wish to do ahead, or how this will actually manifest. How is it that your dream that might seem totally wacky or out there manifest? But rest assured, I definitely feel that source is telling you can do it. It is very much in your grasp, and definitely look forward to it. Don't be aggressive on yourself or on your emotions for the fact that you are not able to see what's going to be ahead, but be in flow of things, and that's when you get across the hurdles and actually dive into what is truly yours. So let me get some advice cards as well. We have two cards. Wow. So the first one says lead the way. It's number 23, which adds up to a 5, and 5 is the number of change. It's the number of conflict. It's the number of changing things that have been the same for a while now. And the other card is the card of expansion, and the number is 16, which again adds up to a 7. That's another highly spiritual number, and again a number of conflict, but very spiritual. And so, already you have one major arcana, so the confusion that is being caused and the loss of hope that you're feeling, is a little intense for you now, because the new cycle that you're beginning in your life is actually not a very, I mean, it's not something that you would experience in your day-to-day life. This is a decision that's going to, massively influence your life in a positive way, should you wish to get out of your comfort zone. Or yeah, so that's why, I mean, like, right here it says lead the way, light your own path. So trust your intuition. I feel like your crown chakra is definitely working super intensely right now. That's why I said you guys have your intuition working on point as of now. And when your crown chakra, which is the seventh chakra, is working the best, you are receiving downloads from the universe, from your guides, as to what is best for you. And it's now up to you to trust those downloads that you're getting, and guide your own self through this dark forest, probably like this deer. I think it's a deer. No, stag here. And yeah, light your own path. This card here says expansion, educate your mind and senses. Like I said in the previous card here itself, the downloads that you're getting, are you choosing to going to believe them and trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing, and take the step ahead? Or are you going to succumb to the fears that have been, keeping you enclosed, like the image here? But this person is choosing to expand. So are you? Break away from the shackles, from the fears that have been holding you down, the doubts that you've had, because this clearly implies the fear or the hopelessness that you're feeling is because your root chakra is misaligned, which is, in short, our flight or fight chakra. And you feel threatened now because, sorry for that, you feel threatened right now because it's being challenged, because you now are to take a step into the unknown. So, but you're not able to see the fact that even without physical manifestation of the information or the life that you wish to lead, you have a whole cosmos waiting for you to be explored, which is magnanimous, beautiful, and so divine. So please, please, please trust yourself, trust the inner knowing you have. Let's see what the flowers have to say to you. I don't know how to pronounce this one, but it says optimism, look up and look brightly. This is all over your reading, guys. You have to, I mean, your way to restore hope is actually be hopeful. Simple as that. Be assured of the fact that the universe, all energies that are always actually conspiring with you, not against you, to accomplish your dream, they are all with you right now, and they are asking you to look forward to the amazing future that you are going to create once you step into this uncomfortable state for a while, and eventually see what a beautiful life you're creating. So yeah, that's it for pile 1. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if you do, please come back for more. Hi pile 2. So we are asking today, how can you instill more hope into your life, or re-instill more hope into your life? Let's see. I am getting the words chaos and drama. It feels like you guys are either going through or have recently gone through a lot of chaotic energy. It could be at your home place or your workplace. It feels a lot like workplace, your home or family or relationships that are personal. So it could be personal relationships from workplace as well, that has caused you to be not Yeah, it's caused the tower moment in your life and caused you not to trust or be hopeful. And we already have the first card, which is the Five of Pentacles. You have been feeling left out, alone, or abandoned, and this feels strongly from people you have been trusting for a while. Not trusting for a while, like trusted really deeply. Yeah. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. Pile number 2, you guys have been carrying a lot of burdens, especially burdens around your creative energy, your emotional energy, trying to keep things intact. But anyway, like a house of cards doesn't, stand for long. That's how it's broken down, and it's left you feeling abandoned, unworthy. You feel like the efforts you've put in, the light you were, trying to shine in on the people around you, wanting them to be understood and yourself being understood by them, and creating relationships that were fruitful, strong, nourishing, nurturing. All of that went down. You've been carrying, it's what I am feeling, what I'm receiving is that you've been carrying so much burden, all of these responsibilities, feeling that you were the one who had to do all of the job in any and all relationships that you currently, not all, but most relationships that you currently have, and keep, like it's your responsibility to keep those relationships intact, to be the one who is compassionate enough, to be the one to restore and make sure basically nothing falls apart. Yet the falling apart had to happen, and that's what has left you hopeless, honestly. And you feel really, basically you felt you are left out in the cold. You do not feel the warmth that you gave to the people around you, and you are really, on one side you're really craving for it, on the other you are not ready to, let in more people, or even believe in the fact that you could actually make relationships that would be your worth, would be worthwhile and worth your time. But this had to happen because the scales are balancing, and it's not just balancing our scales in the terms of these things going down the drain. It's balancing in the sense of, for you to understand that you are not responsible for someone else's happiness, you are not responsible for someone else feeling good about themselves. It's on them. You've carried the weight too much for too long to keep things intact, for making others feel good, for making others feel secure and safe. But you were not tending to your own wishes, your own priorities, and you knew this. Your intuition was right on point about this, but you kept on going, you kept on carrying the weight forward just so that things, work out some way, somehow. But now you see the result, it hasn't worked out. And as much as it is tough for you right now, and I can't fathom how tough it is actually, but this happened for your own good. And if it's in the process, it's happening for your own good, because now a sense of balance as to where you lie, where the other person starts, where you start, or where the other person ends, all of this is going to become much more clearer to you in terms of relationships, be it any sort. You will know where to set your boundaries. You will know what's your weight to carry and what's not. And honestly, there are no weights to carry. It's just responsibilities that don't even feel like responsibilities, but an equal give and take, a joy to actually do something for someone else, and which is some way actually reciprocated as well. You are these tumbling towers are actually happening for you to understand your own worth. And I feel like it's very centered around masculine energy. When I say masculine energy, it doesn't have to mean a male itself, gender wise. I just refer to energies as masculine and feminine. And so it could be a female who embodies masculine energy. So it feels like what I'm receiving is that there is a masculine energy which has caused this effect, and also there is a masculine energy in the non-physical, in the metaphysical, which is actually guiding you through it. They are actually helping you a lot. I am strongly getting, if you work with archangels, Archangel Gabriel is with you. He is the angel of fertility, of communication, and to me he's a very soft-hearted angel, so I know he's going to be taking care of you as his own baby if you work with angels. But yeah, he's guiding you through it, or a masculine energy is definitely on the other side guiding you through this. And I also feel like a masculine energy has caused these tower moments, or is dominant in the relationships you've had where you were taking too much responsibility, trying your best to keep everything intact, and thus feeling hopeless. And that's why this card here, the Justice, is here to help you understand that things happen to balance themselves out, to help you understand that this was to happen. It's very karmic what's happening for you right now. So it's a cycle that needed, or a cycle that needed to be ended, or basically balancing out the scale so you understand where you stand as a person and not give too much to everyone around you. Know where you end and where the other person begins, and not be too much into your head. And this is a big lesson, because I feel I am receiving that this is going to impact a lot in your personal relationships as well as your career when you go and make contracts with people, be it in terms of jobs, or if you're a business person, the clients that you interact with, you are definitely being asked to understand that your intuition is high on point, and that's where you need to focus. And it's definitely one of the biggest guiding lights in your life, and for now it's shining brighter than ever. So please actually listen to your gut, because this is what is going to give you hope. And this is a big gift, honestly. It's a gift of discernment which you are understanding through this entire situation. And the gift of discernment, the potency of actually being discerning, is not very easy to understand, and it definitely happens through very tough life situations. But it's so good, because it saves you a lot of time, and you understand which person or what situation to enter in, where to give your energy, how much your energy should be invested, and all of this is becoming clear to you. So you have a lot to be hopeful about, and I feel like this reason should be big enough, good enough, and substantial enough for you to understand that there's so many big things coming for you once you integrate this part of yourself, this learning within yourself, and understand that this did not happen to make you feel lonely or cold, or just to be left out and cold or feel abandoned. Rather, it's making you stronger, it's making you clearer, it's making you be self-dependent, be one with your higher self, be more in tune with your guides, in tune with the universe, whoever you believe in, and be assured that you would know the right decision to make when you trust your intuition. So that's a lot to be hopeful about, isn't it? Let's pull some advice cards. Oh, what's already here? You have the card says emotional challenges resolve the issue. So, and the number is 13. 13 in the tarot represents death, which is death and rebirth. So I definitely see a lot of relationships anyway ending, is what I mentioned earlier, and through this is your rebirth happening as you understand more and more about yourself. See, I mean, if you can see this area, how it's been made, for me it represents the third eye, and like I said, your intuition is definitely on point. It's strengthening your aura as well as a being. All of this, once you start integrating all of this learnings as well, and you are the light of your own path. You do not have to depend on others. And this is what you're resolving and understanding for now. And that's how you are going, because you are being asked basically to trust yourself blindly right now, like your intuition. Because that is what is going to guide you ahead in your life. You are the one who will be showing yourself the path ahead. So please be hopeful. I know this is not a very good situation to be in, but you have the clarity, the ultimate clarity to lead your life ahead regardless of what has happened. You have the clarity now to discern which situation, who is, or what kind of a person is going to contribute to your life, and what kind of a person is not. It may not be the easiest time for you right now, but this is the biggest learning that's happening, and I feel like that's something truly to be hopeful about, because this is going to make your life so much more easier. Let's see what the flowers have to say. We have Gardenia and Camellia. Gardenia says awareness. See, wake up, roll the clouds away and look. And this flower here says peace, be calm, and calm will come. It's entirely what your reading has been all about. You are getting a new level of awareness about yourself, your life, what decisions to make, what to let in, what to not let in. And even though it feels really chaotic, very heavy right now, you are being asked to be peaceful and hopeful about the future, because this is a major life lesson, a major lesson on the level of your soul that you're learning, and beautiful things are coming your way. So I hope you enjoy this reading. Thank you for watching this video. Pile 3, so we are asking, how can you instill more hope into your life, or reinstill hope into your life? Let's see what source or the universe has to say. I'm getting the word energy vampire, so definitely you all need to be aware of which person or what situation where you are investing your energies in. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. I feel like this message that I already received of energy vampires around, you've been a lot in the healing mode, or you've been, staying aloof. You're not interacting with people as much because you've, in the past experience, especially with people you have been really close with, did not necessarily have good intentions towards you. They came in really fast and they went out really fast out of your life, and they were only there to use or abuse your energy, which they did, and that has caused you to be very much in doubt about socializing, and that could be because of corona as well. But you've decided to very strongly decided not to interact with people outside of yourself, and that's because a lot you really wish to actually contribute to people's lives, but you have been, this energy, the service that actually you want to provide has been exploited and not actually given the kind of value that you wish to provide in people's life, the joy and abundance you wish for them to experience once they interact with you or take what serves them through your services, be it in terms of career, be it just by interacting with you. It has been exploited and not given the due credit, and everyone, it feels kind of betraying the energy, because many of the people that you recently interacted with or had done things like this made you feel betrayed, because you genuinely wanted to help them out, create a meaningful, a substantial relationship with them, but they were just here to get something or the other out of you, be easily accessible, like they wanted you to be easily accessible to them so that they could get away with whatever they wish to do. I mean, gain from you. And this is the circle or a situation you've experienced so many times in your life that you really wish it to end and move forward into a newer direction where you find people with whom you actually thrive and not just survive, where you feel passionate enough to actually bring more fire into other people's life, in the sense that you uplift them, you make them feel at the top of the world, make them feel their best selves, and conquer the world with them, as a community. But you have been in the hermit mode, you have been looking just within for now. You have gained a lot of knowledge for sure, and you are getting a bit hesitant now to explore what's out there. But this is what you are being asked to be hopeful about, because the wheel is turning in your direction. It's actually not just bringing you an abundance of people, it's actually bringing you an abundance of prosperity, an abundance of luck, of because all of this entire experience has helped you mature, become more knowledgeable about. Okay, so I definitely feel that you guys are really hesitant to voice your truth. There is a lot of throat chakra imbalance, and instead of confronting, or actually, even if it's not confronting but compassionately, with fierce compassion, standing in your truth and letting people know what is something that aligns with you or that is suitable for you to do, and what's not, you find it difficult to express that, and instead you find it easier to retreat and be in your own company, which is to an extent actually helpful and required to analyze the situation by detaching it from it for a while. But since I really am receiving that it's now time for you to get up, get out of your bed, because the wheel is turning in your favor. The experiences that you've had of flaky people or fake people who haven't really truly wanted your success or truly wanted to be with you, because you provided them with so much substantial information or just energy and helped them become a better version of themselves, and people who did not recognize that, they are falling out of your life. New people, if they are not, they are just going to fall into the background, because new people who celebrate you, who thrive with you, are coming into your life more and more. That's what you are being asked to be hopeful for, that not every person is going to take advantage of you. You are divinely being guided and even protected strongly. I strongly feel Archangel, if you work with archangels, like Archangel Michael is working with you. He is protecting your energy. You just have to call upon his name. You don't even have to do a proper prayer or anything. Just with the truest intention, call upon his name. He will definitely safeguard you, give you the strength to voice your opinion, voice your truth. He will definitely help with your throat chakra, there's no doubt about that. Let's see what's the advice for you. Ground your light, let your soul shine. I told you, live in your truth and interact more with the water element, is what I'm understanding, water and air element, and connect with Gaia for sure, with Mother Earth. Spend as much time as you can outdoors. You are being asked to move outside of your house, move outside of your bedroom, and interact more with nature, be one with nature, because it's going to heal a lot of this betrayal energy that you feel in your heart chakra. It's going to give you the ease in your throat chakra, which is the chakra it's the fifth chakra, and it's associated with speaking your truth, with being clear and compassionate about what you want, and not bowing down or stepping back from your reality, from the truth that you wish to live. And definitely healing your heart is required, so that once you balance out these energies, then only new things can come, because you cannot create space for something new before you clear the clutter that's already causing chaos within you, right? So let's see what the flowers have to say for you. Sunflower. It says assertiveness. Rise up, stand true, stand stronger and true. Just like I said, your throat chakra is the main focus of this entire scenario, and you are being asked to be hopeful and stand in your truth, because once you start doing that, once you're serving your own happiness, things are definitely as it is, they are on their way to you, the life that you wish to live, the kind of situations, the friends, the relationships you wish to have. But now it's sorry, my camera got cut off because the battery had died. So I was saying, the relationships that you want, everything that you wish to have, is definitely on its way to you. It's just that you are being asked to be hopeful, because you are learning some big life lessons here about being in your truth, and this is going to bring in more and more of what you wish to receive, live and perceive as yourself, and the life that you think or desire to live. I genuinely hope this reading helps you and you find something useful here. Thank you for watching this video, and please come back for more. Bye.